You nervous? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm very nervous.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm nervous as well.
Okay, you're not meant to be nervous.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Hello.
I wasn't going to do this.
Ma'am, this is Georgia.
Hello, I'm Georgia. It's so lovely to meet you. These are for you.
Oh, thank you. They're beautiful, gorgeous. Match my outfit.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you, Luke. I've heard lots about you.
Georgia, this is my dad, Brian.
Hi, how are you, Brian?
Hello.
We walked in the door and Jake's mum burst into tears. It was so beautiful. She has missed her son so much. Oh, I was warned this might happen.
Oh, sorry, it happens every time. I've missed Jake terribly. Yes. Don't get me started. Yes, I have missed him a great deal.
Trevor.
Cheers. Welcome to our place.
Thank you so much for having me. Cheers.
Missed you.
Good to be home.
It's nice to see you. We are a solid unit. Yes, we are. We've had lots of ups and downs. Jake's always been there for me. OK, you guys, off you go. I'd like a little bit of maybe some girl time with Georgia.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds good to me. Have fun.
Thank you.
Go easy, Mum.
Yeah.
Pussycat. I'm just a pussycat.
We've only been here 5 minutes and Robbie's already pulling me aside. I feel like she's got something playing on her mind. So have you missed your boy?
I have, very much so. But he was away for 3.5 years before.
That's a lot longer.
Karratha, so that was harder.
I can say that as well because I've been in Tassie for 4 years.
So you're still you're living in Tassie now?
My plan is to go back to Melbourne and you know, kind of settle back there. My mum's unwell, so that
sorry.
was... Thank you. So, yeah, I do want to be back in Melbourne to be with her.
I'm sorry your mum's not well, but I'm sure Jake shared with you that Brian and I have had our health issues as well and still ongoing. So for him to have actually been away so long, it was really hard. I could understand that you wouldn't want to leave your mum. And I'm just wondering, where do you see you and Jake? I mean, how are you feeling?
My view on it is I want to be in Melbourne right now because I want to be with my mum.
Yeah.
So if I am with Jake at the end of all this, whether that's that he moves to Melbourne or we do distance for a while and see what happens, I don't think Robbie would like Jake moving at all. I can tell that already. He walked in the door and she burst into tears. She wants him home. She misses him.
You realise that with Jake comes us. The family unit, the four of us, is very, very strong. Very, very important to all of us. My mama bear instincts are right there. Now, I would totally understand that Georgette wants to be there for her mum, as it should be. But long-distance relationships at the best of times are challenging, to say the least. So, yes, I'll be very interested to see how it continues, if it continues.
I've got a tough one for you, Georgia.
Here we go.
What differs Jake from the rest of the contestants for you to go, you know, I want to see him more, I want to know more about him?
I mean, the first part of your question was what differs Jake from everyone else, and Jake makes me feel very, very special. Yeah, he makes me feel good.
And in a personal level, how do you see Jake fitting into your life? If Jake is the one to go through, and if he is the one to win, how do you think he will impact your life? And how do you think, you know, you guys are going to make it fit together?
Luke was hitting me with the really tough questions. I very much started to see this protective brother side that Jake had warned me about. My mum is unwell, so certainly in the short term I want to be in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Whether that's a few months or a year or forever, I don't know. because I don't know what's going to happen and where that's going to be. But the fact that Jake and I are from different places is obviously not a reason to not make it work. But that would, you know, that would be something that would, you know, be a sticking point for us. You know, whether that meant that we would both live in Melbourne for a while. It's easy for me to say that would work, but probably maybe different for you guys.
With what has happened and what potentially could happen with the family, there's always, you know, that remaining factor that has always been instilled in us in our entire lives is that family is first. The four of us, that's what counts. But you have those family values as well. So I think you're both coming from the same sort of, you know, perspective. You both have those family values and a similar sort of backgrounds in both of you. I guess it's just what comes next is where you either both have to compromise or I don't know what else.
Family is so important to me and Jake, and the fact of the matter is our families are in different states. So at the end of the day, if we're together, one of us is going to have to make a huge sacrifice.
How about you and I go and have a little bit of son and mum?
Sounds good. My mum's, you know, the most important thing in my life, in my world. She's the rock of our family. She knows when I'm down, she knows what I'm thinking, she can read me like a book.
How are you feeling?
Good.
No, I mean, this whole thing's it's very surreal. Like, because there's some feelings that I haven't had for a long time, and that's not just saying that because I'm caught up in the moment. Like, I'm actually sitting here talking to you going, like, wow, like, this is actually happening. But, like, yeah.
I can actually tell by the smile on your face. Yeah, it's interesting. You haven't smiled like that for quite a while. What if she wants you to move to Melbourne? Then what do you do?
I don't know. I think it's... Then we'd have to honestly talk about it a lot more. Yeah, it is a tough... It's tough, you know, how heart's going to be in Melbourne for now.
I would definitely be concerned about you being away from us. But in saying that, it's important for you to follow your heart. She's a lovely young lady. All we want to see is him happy, and that would make us happy. He looked very happy. I think he looks very happy. I haven't seen a smile on his face like that for quite some time, actually. So I was thrilled.
Oh, it was so good to meet your family.
What'd you think? Did my mum grill you? Not too bad.
She did a little bit, but
did?
she was very nice. No, she's very nice.
You know, today was a big day for me as well as for you. But today reaffirmed more so that what I feel, the connection we have, and how I feel when I'm around you more so. I felt like there was no more tomorrows, there was no more rose ceremonies or any of that. It was just you and I. So that's how I felt today.
Yeah, I always feel great in your company, and your family's no different.
That's good. Do you really have to go?
I'm afraid so.
Despite, you know, what could possibly be an issue, either me relocating or George or whatever it might be, you know, the connection we do have, I feel like it's just getting stronger and stronger.
Mine. See you too.
You know, where there's a will, there's a way. If it is the relationship, if Georgia really, truly is the one, then, you know, I believe anything's possible.